Hi everybody, it's Kim, and I thought I would do another episode of Come Spin With Me. It's Wednesday, which is put the coconut oil in my hair day and get it all washed up and ready for going into the office on Thursday. So even though I'm in my bare naked lady face, doesn't mean that I don't care enough about you to get pretty. I just have a billion things going on today, so I didn't have time to do my big old makeup face. So sorry about it. Just gonna have to bear with me on the naked face. So anyway, I thought today, because I am still working on that Hello Yarn critter fiber, I thought I might have some time. Oh, pardon me while I pluck dog hair out of my fiber. I thought I might actually have enough time to finish the singles this week, but I didn't, and I don't know when I'm gonna get to do them. Probably just when I make these videos, because I have got a metric crap ton of work going on with my job this month. April is gonna be tough, so we may be doing singles for a little bit. Sorry about it. Sorry, Helen. I know I was going to show you the chain ply, but that'll have to wait. I'm sorry. And since all I've got is boring, same old fiber to spin that I've been spinning in every single one of these videos, I thought I would do a little bit extra show and tell today, and show you some hand spun of mine and some fibers and a few finished objects that I have done with my own hand spun. Also, if you want to see more of my handspun yarns, I am Kimiknits, K-I-M-I-K-N-I-T-S, over on Ravelry. And you can just go into my stash and look at handspun, and you should be able to see a bajillion handspuns that I've done. They've also sold my handspun yarn at Tempe Yarn and Fiber, where we record our Come Knit With Us show, Sam Kermit Von Frog 12 and I. And so I have a bunch in the sold or gone tab, I think. I haven't looked at those tabs in a while, so sorry, bear with me. So, but if you go into my stash on Ravelry, you should be able to see my hand spun stash as well. So to get started, I've got 4 hand spun yarns I wanted to show you. The first one is a solid. I'm not sure how well the colors are going to show up, because I'm trying to film this in the best lighting in the house, which is in the kitchen, because I've got a big bay window behind me. But this is a very pale green that was named Margarita, I believe. Let me see if I can get a decent shot. I don't know if you can see the color on that. But anyway, this is a single. It's a 3-ply. It was Navajo plied or chain plied. I do most of my yarns chain ply because it's easier to use all the singles that way. If I do a normal 3-ply, I usually have some left over on 1 or 2 of the bobbins, so this way I don't lose out on any fiber and I still get the 3-ply that I love. Then this was, oh, I'm sorry, this was my cat. Hello? Once in the shot, apparently. This was Southern Cross Fiber by David in Australia, and this, I believe, was a silk blend. I'm not sure if it was Polworth silk, but I think it was, because this was a special order. I had gotten some of his semi-solid, and then I ordered some more, and I think this was one of the extras that I got. Okay, the next one is another 3-ply chain ply. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if I remember who the fiber was from. I'm really sorry. But you can see it's a chain ply construction. It's relatively thin. I would say this is probably a light fingering weight. Not quite as heavy as a sock weight, a little bit lighter than that. And it's got some really pretty colors, some very neutrally browns, some kind of a almost a hot cocoa color in there, some taupe, some cream. Really pretty, and I think this is also a silk blend. I do a lot of spinning of silk blends because I love them. And because this one has some sheen to it, I think this is a silk blend as well, either BFL or merino silk, I think. Okay, the next one is also another 3-ply chain ply. It's a little bit heavier. This is closer to probably a sock weight yarn. This I know was David Southern Cross Fiber, and I believe that the name of the colorway was Carried Away. I could be mistaken about that, but it was a club fiber, and there were 2 that month that were just absolutely gorgeous that people went just crazy for. This was one that I wish I could have gotten 100 bags of this. I just love it. The little splashes, I don't know if you saw that, but there are these little splashes of like a really pale robin's egg kind of blue, just a really, really pale blue that I think makes this colorway. It's absolutely beautiful. And I think this might have been done, might have been the collaboration month where he and Adrian from Hello Yarn collaborate. But either way, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and I wish I had a ton more of this. Okay, the last of the hand spuns. This is a this is a traditional 3-ply, typical. I was gonna say typical, not typical about this. This is a traditional 3-ply, and I just so that you can see the difference. With the chain ply, you get long colors that stay together, and with the traditional 3-ply, you get a much better mixing of the colors, and it does something that's referred to as barber poling. So this is a traditional 3-ply barber poled. It's about a sock weight. I don't, honest to God, don't remember who the dyer was. I'm really, really sorry. I'm pulling out some old Handspun. Most of the really recent Handspun stuff that I've done, which by really recent I mean last year, a lot of that went to Tempe Yarn and Fiber to be sold. So a lot of these that I still have are just the yarns that I just couldn't part with that I really, really wanted to knit with, but I don't for sure remember what the colorway is or who the dyer was. Could have been Fat Cat Knits. It could have been 2F by Hand. I buy from a lot of different Etsy dyers, as I've said before. But anyway, this is beautiful. It's oranges, reds, yellows, cream. It's stunning. I love it. Can't wait to knit with it. Obviously, I can wait because how long has it been done? Oh, I'm terrible. Okay, that being said, let's see. I set my timer. Let's see. Ooh, I've got 2 more minutes. So that should be enough time to show you before I have to stop and restart. The fibers that I wanted to show you, just an example. I will not show you my shame room. Sorry, not gonna happen. It is too shameful. It is too shameful. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I will show you some of my stash just so that you can get your fix of color happy fiber, color happy fiber, color happy fiber. Oh, how beautiful is this? This is by 2F by Hand. It was dyed by Maria of the 2F by Hand girls. This is called Carrot Smash, and it's on a mixed BFL fiber, which means it's the dark and the light colors in the base fiber before they apply the dye, and you get these nice little striations and streaks, and it adds so much depth to the final hand spun. Gorgeous. Love this. And then last is this is a fiber from, again, David at Southern Cross. Can you tell I'm a little obsessed? I think I love him a little bit, a little bit. This was a July club fiber called Formosa. It's done on Texel wool top. I have never spun Texel, but it is a lovely colorway. And when I opened the package and stuck my little finger in and felt it, it's not as rough as I expected. I expected something that was a little bit more abrasive and a little less fine, soft next to the skin soft. But it actually isn't too bad. So eventually I will get to spinning this. But that was it for hand spun fiber to show off. And then the last thing before we start spinning, I'm going to show you a couple of items that I have actually knit out of my hand spun. So 20 seconds left. Let's stop and start. BRB. Oh my God, did you miss me? I missed me. Not really. I didn't miss me really. Okay, let's see if I can start this over again. And start. Yay. I'm doing much better with the timer today. Much better. Okay, so I wanted to show you some examples of some of the things that I have knit using my hand spun, and forgive me because all of these have been in storage and they have cat hair, dog hair, and wrinkles. So I'm super sorry. I'll get better, I promise. Next time I'll try and clean these things up before I show you, but I was in a pinch. I'm doing this on my lunch hour and I only have so much time. So this first thing, and you will see a theme here is a cowl, and I knit this using some Handspun that I got from, oops, I'll give it a little distance so you can see it's really a long one. This was the 2 If by Hand Girls, and I believe this colorway was called Holly Holiday, if I'm not mistaken. This is also, I believe, I'm going to be terrible when I say the name of this fiber, but I think this was merino, could have been merino silk. It doesn't really have much of a sheen, so for all I know it could have been Polworth, but it definitely doesn't have the kind of pilling that I get with the Falkland Handspun that I use. So I think it's probably one of the softer, either Polworth or merino, but this is a nice cowl that I did. Let's see, I'll do all the cowls first. How's that? Because I've got 3 of them. This one is also a little cowl that I did. This is in a Handspun. I believe this was from Pigeon Roof Studios, and it was definitely merino, 100% merino. And I had intended to gift this to someone, and I'm so terrible because I never did get it sent off in the mail, so I still have it. Maybe someday I'll get it sent out. But anyway, it's just a simple traveling stitch that makes those little stripes in there and little eyelets. So that is the second cowl. Then the last cowl, I love this cowl. It's nice and small, but this Handspun, oh my God, I wish you could see it even better. I wish you could touch it and see the colors here at my house close up, like in real life, because these are so vivid. It's got navy, it's got yellow, it's got like a magenta, rosy magenta, green, and I did this as a traditional 3-ply, so I got a lot of color mixing. And when you knit up with the barber poles, you still get some striping effect, but it's not as extreme as the stripes you would get on a Navajo ply or chain plied yarn, where the colors stay together. This mixing of colors makes me so happy. So happy. I love the way this looks. I really need to do more traditional 3-plies because I love the results when you knit it up. Absolutely love it. And I have no idea whose fiber this was and what the content is. By feel, it feels like a merino. I will tell you, it definitely feels like a merino. It could also be Polworth, maybe BFL. I'm not 100% sure. It doesn't have a real BFL feel, but it could be BFL. Anyway, as I spin stuff, I'll tell you exactly what it is and who it's from and the fiber and all that, but some of this old stuff that I'm pulling out just to show you, I'm sorry, I don't remember. Almost everything though, with the exception of probably the cowls. I don't think I put these in my project page, but the Handspun is there because I think I've entered almost every single Handspun that I've ever done into Ravelry. So there's only a few that I haven't added, and those definitely went over for sale at Tempe Yarn, but most of my Handspun is in Ravelry. Okay, the second to last project I wanted to show you is a combination. This is a combo of Malabrigo sock yarn and my Handspun. Let me see which side is the front. That's the front. And this is an akimbo shawl, which is a pattern by Stephen West. And I knit this several years ago, and then I knit another one for Sam, Kermit Von Frog 12, in yellow using a golden color of Malabrigo sock and then some a yellow kind of Handspun that I had done. But this is Handspun, and I believe that this one I do remember was dyed by All Spun Up. Yeah, All Spun Up. God, that just whew, left my brain. Do you ever do that? You say something and then bam, it's out of your head and you think, what did I just say? And that wasn't right. That can't be right. Anyway, it fell right back into my head. And yes, All Spun Up. That's who it was. And the Handspun is just the border. And I love this. I love the brown. I wish it was cold enough here, like ever, to wear some of this Handspun stuff, but no such luck. We don't get winter here, you know, 3 miles north of Hades in Phoenix. So unfortunately, that's why all these things are sitting in storage and never getting worn. Okay, the very last thing, I actually am going to have to stand up to show you because it's kind of big. And this was a big project, the first big project that I did with Handspun, and I spun yarn specifically for this. All of the Handspun and the project is on my Ravelry page, so if you go into my projects you can find it, and the Handspun is in my Handspun as well. I named it, I think this was Fat Cat Knits is the dyer of the fiber. I spun 3 bumps, I think, maybe more. I think it was 3 though. And I named each of them as, I gave them a funny name. So look it up in Ravelry, you'll find it. It's tomato salad. FCK for Fat Cat Knits. But what I did was I made a pie shawl, one of the Elizabeth Zimmerman original pie shawls. So it doesn't have any of the fancy smancy lace work, but it's a nice big giant circle of hand spun green and orange goodness, and I love it. Anyway, it's a nice lap blanket when it gets cold, which is never gets cold. Anyway, so that's my big project. That's all my hand spun. That's some stuff. I hope that that was somewhat enjoyable. And we have about 2 minutes left, so I think I'm just going to stop and start, and then we'll do 10 minutes of spinning with my same old project that I've been spinning on since we started. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Actually, it won't even be a second for you guys. It'll just be, I'm here. Okay, I'm going to take 2 on that. I've done a little bit of shifting around. Let me see. I'm not so sure about this angle, but we'll work with it. If you would rather have a different angle, let me know in the comments. I can put the camera directly on the spinner and you can just hear me and watch the spinning wheel, which is fine with me. I can make it more direct on my face so that you're not seeing the back of my head so much, although my hair, coconut oil is kind of shiny today, so enjoy it. But if you want me to change the angle, let me know and I certainly can do that. But let's get to the spinning. Okay, still doing the singles, and oh my gosh. It is amazing how much animal hair ends up in this fiber just in a day or 2. I don't know if any of you spinners have that issue, but I think all of us who do fiber arts, knitting, crochet, anything, I think we all that have pets know that every project that we have has got to be at least 20% animal hair, or it just doesn't seem handmade with love. It just doesn't. I was hoping that everybody had a good week. I think there's quite a few of you that are actually sick. I keep seeing on the Twitters people coming down with stuff, and I feel terrible. I'm so sorry that you guys aren't feeling well. Lucas, I know you haven't been feeling well, and Ross, you haven't been feeling well. Helen, I hope you're doing okay. I don't think I've heard too much from you. I've seen you a little bit on Instagram. And Blake, if you're watching, I did get the message today, and I'm definitely going to go and watch your video as soon as I possibly can, which should be right after I'm done filming this before I upload it. Because Lord knows, with the YouTubes, don't y'all who do podcasts notice, God, and maybe it's just me, but oh, it takes forever to upload video, and then to edit it takes even longer, and then to get it published once you're done, time. And my laptop is not the newest in all the land, so it seems to take even longer. But I am anxious to see your most recent video, Blake. Oh, and I want to say a special hello to James and Dawn of Wolf Farms. How did I not know about you guys until now? I feel like such an idiot. Thank you so much for mentioning us on your roundup. That was so sweet. And I went right over and I got the message on Ravelry, from your group, which my salsa wife, my friend Alita, who totally and falsely takes credit for starting our Come Knit With Me show. Hello, whatever. But she's, I guess, been a member of your group for a while, and she kept that a secret from me. I don't know. Wives should not keep secrets from wives like that. But anyway, I got the message on Ravelry, and I went right over, and that was so sweet of you. I watched your podcast, and that was so lovely. And you guys are adorable. Adorable. I couldn't stop watching you. And I, luckily, thank goodness, was working from home that day, as I am today. And, oh my God, the sun went away. Oh, what happened? Oh my God, it just got super dark. Eclipse. I think it's a cloud. It's just a cloud. False alarm. We don't see those around here often. I'm sorry. But anyway, luckily I was working from home that day, and I was able to load some of your podcasts on the laptop, your little playlist, and I kept you on in the background the entire day I was working and listened to you and James, and oh my gosh, that was so much fun. You guys are adorable, and your little puppy is so cute. So cute. And I think it's ending its chemo. I think you were doing your last round of chemo for the puppy. I hope the puppy's feeling better. But I need to go and watch even more of your podcasts, and I do need to go over to your shop site because those soaps and lotions sound amazing. Amazing. And let's see, who else? I know we had a lot of new subscribers this week and a lot of old friends hanging out. I've got Nikki Nicole, or Coley. I guess you go by Nikki or Coley. I like Nikki because you just look like a Nikki. So I have to say hello to you, and I'm wishing you good luck in your move. Hopefully you get over there. San Fran and the San Francisco area, I have heard from my friend CB Dom on Ravelry. That area is just fabulous. And Rachel from Yarn A Go Go, who I've been following her blog for a million years, and I mean a lot, well, not a million because she's very young and I'm very old. I've been following her for a very long time, and she and her partner Lala are in the San Fran Bay Area and seem to really love it. I love seeing all the pictures of her dogs and her kitties. We have a we're going to make a formal announcement as a team on Saturday when we do our Come Knit With Me, Sam and I, but as a little, just a little sneaky, because I can't not say something, we have a Ravelry group, and even though it's for the Come Knit With Me and it's not for the Come Spin With Me, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's joined, and we have a thread that Sam started last night or this morning, probably last night, for our pet babies and to post pictures of pet babies. And oh my God, I love every picture that's gotten put up so far. So if any of you want to go over there and post a picture of your lovely pets, we would love to see them. I just love seeing everybody's fur babies. I do. They're so important to all of us. We love our fur babies so much. We love our real babies too. Or our human babies. I shouldn't say real babies because they're all real babies. We love our human babies too, but our fur babies, so special. My fur baby has not photobombed this video at all. She is sleeping on the floor, and I can't believe it. It's a little breezy outside, so every time a shadow goes across the curtains, she loses her mind. And I am surprised that she has slept through as many shadows as she seems to have slept through. Oh, it's kind of hard. I wish I could get a nice long draw on this. I love long draw. Do you guys love long draw? I do. I like the short, smooth, kind of weird hybrid that I do as well, because it's pretty easy, but boy, long draw sure does make the spinning go fast. Not as fast as it needs to, apparently, because look at all the fiber I still have left. I feel so bad. I really, really wanted to do the chain ply in this episode. But I am a loser. Fail! Hashtag fail. Didn't get done. Feels so bad. Oh well, we'll get there. Just takes time. I know you guys have been so supportive and so sweet, and I know you will be supportive and sweet and patient until I can get through these singles and do some plying. Oh, mercy. I tell you, the spinning wheel and the sound of it and the motion is very relaxing, and I don't need that kind of relaxing today because I could nod right off. And that would not be a good thing. You know, I am so lucky that I have never nodded off while I was spinning, because that would be tragic, the damage that would do to my fiber. And with an electric spinner, it would just go and go and go. With my traditional spinners, it wouldn't do anything because my feet would fall asleep too. But with this one, it could take forever. Let's see. I think, oops. Okay, well actually that worked out pretty well. I was just finishing up and I managed to catch it before it cut me off, but it's gonna still seem like it cut me off because I just stopped it. But I have done the 10 minutes. We have done our spinning. I've got to get back to work because my lunch hour is over, and I don't know if you can hear the bing, 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 but I'm getting messages all over the place on my computer from work, so I have got to run. But it was wonderful spending time with you again. I hope you enjoyed these videos. If there's anything that you would like me to change, the viewing angle or the what I'm showing you, if you'd like to see the spinner better, if there's something that you would like me, I don't know what to do different, let me know. Otherwise, it was great. I appreciate your support. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you again next week. Thanks.